for the August election. There are things that you must understand, spiritual things that you must understand. When someone is under a spell, when someone is being manipulated spiritually, the first thing that happens to him is that his ears get blocked. He will never hear anything from anybody. Even if Jesus had to come down from heaven today and tell Edgar Lungu, don't pick Nkandlu, Edgar Lungu was not going to agree, because Edgar Lungu is under spiritual manipulation. He doesn't know what he's doing. I am telling you the gospel truth. Forget about all these idiots that are jumping up and down. I've prayed against here one, I've done this against here. Somebody, hungry people, someone who cannot afford proper food. He's saying I've done all this on CR1, I've prayed about CR1. What prayer are you praying? Who are you to pray? Who do you pray against principality? Edgar Lungu has been placed under a place where he makes decision that he doesn't know how he's making it. For example, I want to say something. Before now, I said it clear. And one thing about me is that before I want to do something, I will make an announcement. So that if you want, you can try to stop it. It's unstoppable. When I tell you that this is going to happen, it's going to happen. Because I know where I belong. I know where I'm coming from. You can pray from here to heaven. I spoke about what is going to happen in PF as we are nearing election. I spoke about confusion. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have been planted into PF, and a lot of them have happened. But I want to speak about the confusion. Many people are not aware that social media is going to decide the election that is going to take place in Zambia this August. Social media is not what it was in the year 2016 or 2015. Today, at least 60% of the people are on social media. For example, I am talking now. I'm here, I'm talking. There is almost over 14,500 people watching, heading to 15,000. In 2016, did it happen? You must stop sleeping and realize that the world is migrating. The world is changing. If you look at the cars that we are driving in 2016, are they the same car that we are driving today? Things have changed. The Mercedes-Benz of 2016 has migrated to something else. The Mercedes-Benz. That is how life is. Life has gone digital. And this election in Zambia today is going to be decided 60% on social media. And having said that, PF had every opportunity. Sorry for that break. Having said that, PF had every opportunity. Having said that, PF had a very strong opportunity where Chilifyataili is to woo young people to vote for them, but they messed it up. Now, many of you don't believe in supernatural power. When we talk about supernatural power, no, CR1 is just talking, no, CR1 is just making noise, no, CR1 is a satanist, no, we are going to pray against his power, no, this and that. I want you to listen very, very carefully. And senior members of PF are aware of what I'm talking about. Before Chilifyataili was arrested, he already had a meeting with State House to use his platform to promote PF. You may not love him, you may not like him, but that guy had following. That guy had people. He had a way of wooing people and make them do what they never wanted to do. He had that charisma. He had that quality. There was a meeting that was already done and planned for them to for Chilifiatali to use social media to woo people on social media. There was a meeting, but confusion came. If you go to State House and ask them a question, how was Chilifiatali arrested? No one will tell you. If you call Chilifiatali today and say, Chilifiatali, how was you arrested? Chilifiatali doesn't know how he was arrested. That was the confusion I'm talking about. If you are watching this broadcast, I don't know if I'm still clear. I don't know if you can still hear me. I want to check because the other day I realized that half of the broadcast I was talking and no one was hearing me. Please, I need the feedback here. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? How is the network there? I want to check. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That's good. That's good. Okay, perfect. So, like what I was saying, Chilifiatali was a very powerful tool that PF was going to use on social media. They messed it up. Why did they mess it up? None of them knows. Chilifiatali is suffering what he's suffering today because of spiritual confusion that entered PF. Believe me, nothing else. No one is aware of exactly what happened. He was arrested because there is spiritual confusion in PF. None of them know what they are doing. Not even a single person in PF understands what is going on. I spoke about African politics before. I was advising HH that day. PF are people that they hate CR1. Anytime CR1 is talking, they say CR1 is devil, CR1 is Satan. But anytime I'm live, the first people that watch me, the people that take my advice are PF. PF, they take my advice. They don't even allow me to give advice. Before I finish talking, they have put it in practice. I spoke about the power of social media. What did the PF do? Today, like I said before, Mwebantu is now a PF propaganda page. And I also want to advise Mwebantu, the route you have taken to become political, to support PF, a government that is suppressing you, a government that has destroyed your country. You have taken a step to join that government, using your platform to paint them good, using your platform to give them coverage. It will come back to hate you. It's not all about money. How much is PF giving to you? How much is PF giving to you, Mwebantu newspaper, Mwebantu online media? Because of the advice I gave about social media, they have gone to buy Simon Mwila. Simon, that other Simon. They have gone to buy him. Simon Len. He has been bought by PF. He's now a PF propaganda agent. I remember many months ago, I don't usually listen to fools, you know. I remember few months ago, I came across his broadcast where he was saying, CR1 must stop talking about our country, must stop talking about the president. We can do it. We Zambians, we can do it. The only opportunity you have, PF bought it over. The only small opportunity you have, PF bought it over. CR1 is different from you. CR1 is different from any other person. CR1 is different from any other papa there in Zambia. Because I cannot be bought. They have tried everything to buy me over. They cannot buy me over. How much did they give you? How much did the PF give you? Now your page that you call a credible page is where every day you are talking about PF. You are talking about Edgar Lungu creating 27,000 jobs. Who are those people that are employed? Where are the jobs that Edgar Lungu created? You are talking about Edgar Lungu bringing development. What development has Edgar Lungu brought to Zambia? I respect people who are intellectual. And Zambia has a lot of intellectual people. But I want to ask you a question. How much is Edgar Lungu making in one project? Do you know the reason why Zambia is becoming poor and poor and poorer and poorer and poorer? It's because of one thing. A project that's supposed to cost $1 million, Edgar Lungu will do it at a price of 10 million. While you are clapping that Edgar Lungu is making bridges for us, Edgar Lungu is pocketing 9 million in his pocket, becoming rich out of the rubbish that he is making in Zambia. Every single project done in Zambia by Edgar Lungu becomes richer out of it. Are you a fool that you cannot see that? Are you not wise that you cannot see that? You cannot see that Edgar Lungu is not actually working for the people of Zambia, he's working for himself. So long as Southern African is concerned, there is no president that is richer than Edgar Lungu. He was a poor person from nowhere, a drunkard from nowhere. Today he's a billionaire. Are you not wise? What is the benefit of building roads? And the people that are using that road will not have fuel. They won't have money to put in their car. They won't have money to put fuel in their car to drive on that road. The road that Edgar Lungu is making, the bridges that Edgar Lungu is making, who is he making it for? Zambia is about to become Zimbabwe. Kwacha has fallen beyond repair and is making road. Making the road for what? Each road that Edgar Lungu makes millions out of it. Don't be fooled. Those things are not done because of the people of Zambia. They are done because it's selfish. It's benefiting out of them. That's not what I want to talk about today. That one is somewhere else. That one is just somewhere else. But I'm trying to say that this year's election is going to be determined by social media. That's where Chilufya Tayali came in. Chilufya Tayali was having charisma. He knew how to pull people. How many people were watching him when he was live? Today, like I said, he was used and he has been dumped. And I just want to warn him, don't go back to your vomit. Don't be like Tshimba Kambwe. Don't go back to your vomit. You have learnt your lesson. You have seen that there is nothing good that will come out of PF. Don't go back to your vomit. They have used you and believe that you have been used and thrown you away. My friend, be wise. It's better to die a hungry person with dignity than a fool without pride because of few kwachas. Just like Simon there. I'm telling you the gospel truth. It's very important that you have learnt your lesson. And let that lesson that you have learnt today be a lesson that will make you turn around and fight for the people, not for your pocket. I'm talking to you, Chilufya Tayali. You have great opportunity. You have great platform. They are saying, the people that follow Chilufya Tayali are mad people. The people that follow Chilufya Tayali are useless people. Let me tell you, this is Africa. On election day, a mad person with a voter's card is better than a bank manager with a tie without a voter's card. Politics is about number. Anyone that will give you a number, whether it's Satan, whether it's God, whether it's a fool, so long as he has numbers, embrace them. As I'm talking about this, I'm also talking about the people from UPND. Learn a lesson from here. Don't despise anyone. Don't say, this one is a fool. The people that follow this one is a fool. On election day, there is no fool. A mad person with a voter's card that day is important than a wise person without voter's card. An idiot with a jean, with slippers on that day, on election day with voter's card is more important with an intellectual with suit without a voter's card. It's about numbers. That is where PF have lost it. They don't understand numbers. PF is now party of the rich, like I said. It's only for the rich. For example, here that I'm talking now, most of the people that are giving me negative comment, open and check. It's either it's a fake page or it's somebody that is doing well. Or Slay Queen. Those are the people that are embracing PF today. And this is where PF is making the mistake. When Edgar Lungu took over power, PF was the party of the poor people. There was never a thing like flashing money up and down. No. They were never buying people. People loved them genuinely. People loved them. People embraced Edgar Lungu genuinely because it was party for the poor. Today it's no longer the same. That is why PF, you can see, they have abandoned people that are bringing poor people to them, and they have gone to somebody they believe that his English. Let me tell you something, Edgar Lungu, that you don't know. I don't know the people that are advising you, and I don't want to advise you. But let me tell you something that you don't know. The people that vote, actually, they don't like English. They don't know how to speak English. You are wasting your money on Simon. I want to ask you a question. Simon makes an advert for you. How many people view the advert? Just look at how stupid you are together with him and other people that you are patronizing. Even Mwebant. When you post something about PF, how many Zambians are willing to congratulate? How many of them like the post? Don't be stupid. Things have shifted. Power has departed from PF. They can try to do whatever they want. They can't go anywhere. It's gone. It's gone. That is it's history. PF is history. That's the confusion I was talking about. Chilufya Tayali opened his mouth and said, I was in State House. We had a meeting. We had a meeting in State House. We agreed to work together. All of a sudden, they arrested me. Nobody knew why he was arrested and exactly who authorized the arrest. Even the senior members of PF, the people that even Kaiser Zulu, who is a very good friend to Chilufya Tayali, is not aware. They don't know exactly what happened. There is serious confusion in PF today that no one is able to explain. It's unbelievable. Up to today, no one knows what happened, but we know what happened because we are the engineer of confusion. I told you, and I told you that when you look at somebody like Sia1 that is attracting over 17,000 people watching, coming out saying, if Edgar Lungu wins the election, I resign from church. Do you think I'm a fool? Do you think that I don't know what I'm doing? I am the one that engineered Edgar Lungu being there in power. I know the tactics. I know the mechanism. I know all the spiritual sacrifice that we are done in parliament, that we are done everywhere. I knew everything that happened. And when I tell you that it's not going anywhere, it's not going anywhere. Okay, let's talk about the running mate issue today. Of all the people in PF, I mean all the people. For clarity's sake, for those of you who do not understand these things, I don't know if network is still okay. I don't know if network is still okay. I don't know if network is still okay on your side. I don't know if network is still okay on your side. I want to see your comment. I don't know if network is still okay on your side. I don't know if network is still okay on your side. How is the network? I don't know if network is still okay on your side. I don't know if network is still okay on your side. Okay. I'm not able to read the comment because I believe the comment have jam-packed. There is a lot of comments that are coming in at once. So unfortunately, I'm no longer seeing your comment. But, I'm seeing your comment. Yes, network is perfect. Perfect. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Network is perfect. Network is good. Go on. Go on. Perfect. Alfred. Thank you. Look, I want to say something. Please, continue sharing. Continue sharing the broadcast. It's very, very important that you hear what I want to say. How did the issue of Inongewina come in? How did the issue of Inongewina come in? I have been in Zambia for many years. And I know from point to point. I know exactly who is in Zambia, what is in Zambia, what is needed in Zambia, and so on and so forth. Because I was there. Inongawina was brought in as a vice president because the people of Lozi felt neglected. The people of Lozi, they felt neglected. Actually, they were trying to separate from Zambia. They wanted Barose land. They wanted Barose land. They wanted to come out of Zambia. They never wanted to be in Zambia anymore. So they wanted their own land. So they wanted their own land. And during the time of Chilufya Sata, Chilufya Sata went to them and made a promise to them to say, when I become the president of Zambia, if you vote for me, I am going to give you Barose land. I was there. It's not a story. It's something that I was there myself. And the people of Barose land voted for PF. And the PF took over power. When Sata became the president, Sata gave them a lot of reward. And when Edgar Lungu took over power in the year 2015, it was a collective agreement saying these people, these Lozi people that have been neglected, these Lozi people that have been disenfranchised, these Lozi people that feel like they want to separate from the country, what can we do for them? In agreement, everyone said, let's bring one person from Lozi to be the vice president so that they can feel belonging. They can feel belonged. That's how come Inongawina was picked and made the vice president of Zambia. And made the vice president of Zambia. Waking up today, hearing that out of all the people on earth, out of all the people in PF, Edgar Lungu has gone to pick up Nkandluo as a running mate. If you don't believe in confusion, if you don't believe in supernatural power, can you see exactly how it happened? If you go around Zambia today, go from Copperbelt to Lusaka, from Lusaka to the villages, ask them, how about Nkandluo? Everyone will tell you that this one is a Jezebel. Everyone will tell you that this one is not qualified. Edgar Lungu did not actually make that selection out of his own mind. He was manipulated spiritually in the line of confusion to make that appointment. And as we are talking today, even if he's pretending to be strong, he's regretting. He didn't know in his life that a mistake like this would be made. If you don't believe in supernatural power, if you don't believe that things are controlled in the realm of the spirit, I want you to look at this selection and the pick. Even if it was a baby born today, he can never select Nkandluo as a running mate. Nkandluo has destroyed the reputation of Zambia everywhere. Nkandluo does not have character. Because of Nkandluo, there is no meal allowance in university. University children are crying. Copperbelt University children are crying. Their parents are still mourning. Edgar Lungu today decided to poke in the wound that he gave them a few months ago because of Nkandluo. Nkandluo is a very arrogant woman that does not even understand cooperation. Nkandluo is a tribalist. How is Nkandluo going to unite the people of Zambia? If we talk about love, who loves Nkandluo? Not even a single person. Even in PF, I am somebody that is, even today, thousands of people from PF are consulting me because I'm done of power. There is no way, you can't. What else can you do? I am like a river. You can speak against the river. You can fight against the river, but you come back and drink the river when you are thirsty. Copperbelt University, CB University, Wunza. These children are crying because of Nkanduluo. And Edgar Lungu said he loved the youth. Edgar Lungu pretended that he wanted to empower the youth. And they went and gave them their worst enemy. Somebody that totally destroyed the morale of poor people at the university. If her being a minister was wicked enough to scrap off meal allowance from the students, what is going to happen when she becomes the vice president? The combination of Edgar Lungu and the combination of Nkanduluo is going to be a natural disaster. People are crying in the company. Poor people, like I said, PF was party of the poor. That is why all of us supported it. That's why we gave into it and did everything we could to make sure that it gets into power, because it was party for the poor. As we are talking today, poor people at Copperbelt University, they are not going to school because they don't have money for meal. They don't have money for food. Nkanduluo scrapped everything off. And that is the person that Edgar Lungu has gone to bring. Edgar Lungu is actually insulting the people of Zambia. Edgar Lungu is insulting poor people. Even if you wanted vote from Bemba, from the Bembas, it's not like this. Believe me, even if you wanted a vote from Bembas, it's not like this. The person you have chosen is a disaster. She's ugly facially and ugly in the heart. There is nothing you can do about that. I was speaking in my last broadcast. When you are ugly, you are ugly. We don't do cosmetic about it. If you want, you can do plastic surgery. Better for you. But if you are ugly, you are ugly. That person is ugly. That person is scary. Somebody, you scare people with your face, you scare people with your heart. That is the person that Edgar Lungu went to pick. For what reason? There is somebody there like Margaret Manakatwe. If you wanted a woman, there are so many of them that you could pick. You went and picked a tribalist, a natural disaster, somebody that has rendered many families illiterate today, somebody that blocked her heart, squeezed her heart, and closed Copperbelt University. Those that were supposed to graduate became a mediocre because of you. Because of you. Edgar Lungu, are you thinking that the parents, okay, maybe the students are not going to vote. How about their parents? Why are you mocking poor people that put into power? Why are you, what do you want? Edgar Lungu, who are your advisors? I know that you are now under supernatural control, but this is the most useless decision that you have made since you became a president. This woman, I was talking about UPN winning by 60%. Believe me, we are heading to 80% victory for them, because there is no student, no mother or father that has a student in CBU or Wunza that is going to vote for you. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Let us watch and see. You can think, no, we will depend on rigging the election. You are not going to rig the election. That one, you can cut my finger. I don't want to talk about that part. I don't want to expose what is put in place to stop rigging. I will not talk about that. But I want to tell you that you are not going to rig the election. You are going to be shocked. You'll be making fool about rigging. They will be telling you it's not possible. You will cry. I saw upon Godfather. I don't want to talk about that, because if I talk about that, you will go and block it. You know how you do your things. You will go and do it. I don't want to mention that at all. But you will not manage to rig this election. Cut my finger. With what ECZ is doing with you, it's okay. We are watching. But go ahead. There is no shaking. You are going to meet in August 12th. That is the day you will know that the ones that have the power to put you in seat still have the power to remove you out of seat. When I talk about Nkandlua has brought a lot of harm in Zambia than good. In all the ministry, when she was Minister of Chiefs and Traditional Affairs, she brought fight among the chiefs. Up to today, they are still fighting among the chiefs. That is the person you brought. Minister of Higher Education, she scrapped meal for the... Edgar Lungu, I want to ask you a question. I have watched all the people in PF, even cadres. The other day, I was listening to Maxwell Chongo, saying that if you want, I'm going to buy GS, I'm going to buy this. Those guys are very rich now. Cadres are very rich. All this money that you are pumping and giving to foolish cadres, idiots that didn't ever attend any school one day. All this money that you are giving to them, what if you used it and put it in the university so that these poor innocent children will have food at the university? What if you use part of this money that Chilufya Chitalu looted and pump it in the university and restore the food? Not all parents in Zambia are able to provide for their children. I remember when I was in Zambia, 90% of the messages that I was receiving from parents, please, I'm praying for scholarship for my child. I'm praying for 100% scholarship for my child. They don't have money. They are in the school for the sake of being in the school. They are not rich like you, Edgar Lungu. They are not rich like cadres. Look at cadres. Look at prostitutes. Look at slave queens living large. You are able to give them millions. You're able to give them billions, but you are not able to finance the Copper Belt students. Give them food. How much is food? How much is food for meal allowance? How much is it? This woman is the one, the Jezebel that you have picked as your running mate is the one that scrapped off their meal allowance and so many other things. Close Copper Belt University, like she's Alpha and Omega. What rubbish! That is the person you picked. People are crying, people are healing, and today you decided to poke their wounds so that they can remember what they went through. You are going to pay dearly for this. I'm telling you the gospel truth. You are going to pay dearly for what you have done. Like I said, anytime somebody is under a spell, they do not understand anything. They don't understand anything. And coming to the people of UPN, coming to the Hakainde Hichilema, this is very important for you, my brother. Anywhere you are, I know that you are watching. I have made a post on my page concerning the issue of running mate. My dear, it's not a must that your running mate must be a woman. It's not a must. It's not a must that a running mate must be a woman. No. Woman is also in Nkandlua. Nkandlua is also a woman. Is that one also a woman? Instead of having a woman like Nkandlua as a running mate, please go alone. Don't have a running mate. I am talking now because when I made my post, many people did not understand me. Many people fought me. Many people said, Siawan, we are settling with Mrs. Namlango. Siawan, we are settling. No, you are not settling with Mrs. anything. No. Do you understand the meaning of pact? Partnership. Do you understand it? Hakainde Hichilema. All the people that have come into partnership with you are not coming to escort you to State House. No, they are coming to go with you to State House. So long as you decide to enter into a pact, I don't support that president come from UPND and the vice president come from UPND. Then there is no pact there. I am telling you the reality. There are so many people that are watching me now who want to come and start fighting. No, see, one, we cannot trust KBF, we cannot trust Mutati, we cannot trust this person. You don't need to trust them. They are not your husband. They are not your wife. This is politics. This is not relationship. You don't need to trust. You don't need to trust them to use them. It's not all about trust. This election this year is the do or die of UPND. If UPND loses this election this year, there is nothing like UPND again. That is why whatever it takes for UPND to get the presidency, it must be done. Believe me, if anybody that comes to work with UPND and you are sure that this person is going to help you get into State House, please go impact with them and go into State House. That's all that is needed. Don't be selfish. President Hakainde Hichilema, I am talking to you. Don't be selfish. I know that there are a lot of selfish people that have surrounded you. Mrs. Namlango has been royal to you. It's not all about royalty. We don't need royalty now. What is royalty? Or what is royal? This time around, what we need is going to State House with Judas. Even in the Bible, those of you that read the Bible, when Jesus was going to Jerusalem, it was Judas that was opening, clearing way for him. God can use anything. If you have accepted to work with Mutati, you have accepted to work with KBF, please make sure that the president is not coming from UPND and the vice president from UPND. It's not possible. I am telling you, I don't want to lie to you, my brother. I don't want to lie to you. Many people are telling you now, don't trust them. You don't need to trust anybody. They are not your wife. The only person you can trust, if you want to trust, is your wife. In politics, there is no trust. Look at that fat one that don't have neck, Kambwiri. Look at him. Who ever know that he is going to go and eat from his vomit? How about GBM? How about GBM? Mumbipiri said that before the wife sees his manhood, he must lift the tummy. The Mumbipiri that insulted him badly today is the one that is working with. This is politics, my brother. Forget about trust. Work with people that are going to bring numbers for you. What is important is the presidency. I don't know if I have to say this. When you become a president, you do what you want. Oh yes. When the position of a vice president is more like a ceremonial position. What does the vice president do? Vice president doesn't do nothing. Vice president is like mayor. It's just for talking sake. Vice president is nothing. So you can relinquish it to other people and make sure that you win their confidence for you to work together. Actually, you can pick your phone and start calling Nefas Mumba, start calling Calabar, start calling anybody you want. Bring them in. Bring them in. The thieves, the criminal, everybody. Bring them in.